Welcome to the latest episode of the Probably Impeccable Podcast, and we have a stacked show today, don't we, Kyle?
We sure do.
Look at this lineup of guests that I assume our producer has put up on. Darius, can you put that up on the screen? We have coaches, we have influencers, we even have a few surprises. They're all waiting outside the studio, and of course, like every week, we'll have our picks. Before we get to that, a new sponsor this week. It's the law firm of Daniels, Jansen, and Kish. Much like we are innovators in the podcasting space, these folks are innovators in the arena of personal injury. That's right, the good people at Daniels, Jansen, and Kish are here to help you with your claim, no matter how fantastical or potentially fictitious it is. That's not a typo, that's not a misprint. These lawyers are here to fight for you whether or not you are telling the truth. Plenty of lawyers have filed personal injury claims that they know to be untrue. The people at Daniels, Jansen, and Kish are the first ones to openly admit it and will even help you formulate your story. Call Daniels, Jansen, and Kish today at 155-FAKE-CLAIM. That's 155-FAKE-CLAIM. Daniels, Jansen, and Kish. They're in on it. Thank you to those guys for supporting the podcast.
That's great, Kyle. And I want to ask you a few questions about Week 2's games. I'm sure you're going to have a few interesting things to say about it. There were a couple of huge surprises last week, and I want to get your take. But first, hey Pick fans, are you hungry? A familiar sponsor is back with us, and we are very excited about it. Dick's French Fries. Dick's Fries were a staple of the high school football scene for many years. And even though they're no longer available at Bethlehem Area School District Stadium, they are still a classic. What are the best fries? Dick's Fries. Dick's. They're good.
Hey, today's show is so packed, and I want to get our first guest on here in a second. He has an announcement that will reshape his career, but not just that, possibly affect the entire Lehigh Valley football community.
Ooh, I cannot wait. But first, I have to tell you listeners about this. Another new partner for the podcast, and it's Only Fins, the Lehigh Valley's newest and leading fish and aquarium supply store. From goldfish to tiger sharks, Only Fins of Nazareth has you covered. They even have super convenient subscription services, where your fish food or tank supplies are mailed directly to you for a monthly fee. How great is that? Be careful if you're Googling that from your work computer. It's Only Fins. Kyle, I know everyone is dying for your predictions.
You know it.
And you're in first place in the lehighvalleylive.com staffer rankings, and there's a lot of big games this weekend.
Yeah, and I can get us started off with a pick just to get this rolling. Before we get to all that other stuff, I have a pick that might raise some eyebrows among local football fans, and I will tell you all about it after I tell you about this. It is a product that can change the lives of our listeners. Obviously, we're two guys that are in peak physical condition. You can see that just from looking at the live stream. However, not everyone is so lucky. And that's why we have a new program to tell you about. It's Blob. Blob is not a diet. It's not a training program. It's not a psychological mind trick. Blob, however, will get you the results you need with its new patent-pending system of reverse physiology. Inspired by the original Superman movie, reverse physiology doesn't count calories or limit fats. It does the opposite. Eat whatever you want, don't move, and watch the results. Put more dressing on that salad, put more cheese on that burger, put Twinkies on your pizza. You're on Blob. Visit Blob's website today and use the promo code IMPECCABLE to pay 10% more for your introduction to the program. That's right, 10% more, because they know our listeners are so successful. Be a Blob today. All right. The bills are paid. It's time to finally get rolling. And
hey, you guys got to get out of the studio. Drake is waiting for me in the lobby, and I have to get set up.
I told you we should have rented the studio for more than 15 minutes.
Listen, you're rescheduling all of the guests.
You can't push us around like this.
That microphone isn't even plugged in.
Darius.
Another disaster. All right. Southern Lehigh, Central, Easton, Nazareth, Parkland. Enjoy the games.